Welcome back to Political Insiders. Here in New York, I'm John LeBoutillier with Pat Caddell and our executive producer, who smiles right on cue, Martin Hinton. You're a real TV personality.
Yes.
One of the bigger stories last week, I think, that's going to spread for a long time, broken by someone you really like a lot, Pat, Kim Strassel of the Wall Street Journal.
Great piece.
Is this burgeoning story of the amount of foreign money given over the years to the Clinton Foundation, which is called the Bill, Hillary, and Chelsea Foundation. They have raised $200 billion since...
No, $2 billion.
Excuse me, $2 billion. Still a lot of money. What's a zero?
A lot of money for a foundation.
Might be 200. Okay, you're right.
Well,
$2 billion.
Library.
$2 billion, and then we have the presidential library. But in all this story, I'm glad there is beginning to be a look by some in the media that this is not right.
Well, the Journal piece was front page piece followed by Strassels's column was devastating because it suggested they're taking foreign money again. You have entities, and by the way, not just countries but corporations, who are giving the foundation, which I call a large political slush fund, $5, $10, $15 million.
For what are they getting for it?
And by the way, if you think, ladies and gentlemen, the total strangers come up and give you $1 million or $3 million and want nothing in return, I have a bridge in Brooklyn.
But they want good works done overseas.
Oh, we want good works. Yeah, exactly. Just like the people who got contracts with the State Department when she was there, one of the companies giving huge amounts of money after the fact. Look, this foundation is, I think it needs to be explored. Next step in the question is exactly what have they done with all that money? $8.5 million traveled this year, last year. $8.5 million? Right. Foundation trying to help people? No. I think there's reports as little as 10%, you say, John?
Yeah, I heard 10% of the raised money was donated, given
But all their hacks end up on the payroll. It is a support
system. Martin, as a non-political person, does it smell to you?
So if we look at what you guys have discussed over the last couple of years about what people say they want, integrity, honesty, transparency, some sense that you can believe people, that you can have faith in them, those ideas are things that people seem to be wanting. Pat's talked about the Mr. Smith candidate, that sort of thing. All of this, corruption, the sort of transactional reality. And because Tony Blair became the first former British Prime Minister who's followed the Clinton footsteps and made a lot of money. This is the kind of thing that there's the truth and then there's traction. If it gets traction, it becomes part of what people think about Hillary Clinton as a candidate. It's where you see an opening for someone like Elizabeth Warren, who has openly talked about crony capitalism and the need to reform things like Wall Street. That will get traction. Maybe it gets the youth vote out like Obama got in 2008 and makes her an exciting candidate who sees something that's wrong with the way things are done. Business as usual, if that's what this is. I think it could be something that really hurts her. You used a good line. The Clinton campaign is a balloon, and it's...
a big balloon floating around in search of a pin. And this thing could be the pin. Now, let me ask you guys this question. Last night, our host, Harris Faulkner, asked this question as we were going into a commercial about the Clinton thing. Do the people care?
Yes, they care. They care because corruption, which is the unspoken word, not to be allowed to be said in the city, among the political class, it ranks as the top or second issue to people in this country consistently when you ask them about it, but no one discusses it. Right. The fact is this corruption goes to, but it also engenders memories of Clinton. Bill Clinton himself. We're going back to selling the Lincoln bedroom for money, selling the, breakfasts for money, the Chinese, all the stuff that came out. Morale, the selling of American security.
Pardons.
Pardons by Eric Holder being auctioned off.
For money for the library.
For the library and for Mr. Riches particularly. I mean, the corruption there is real. And a candidate, whether it is Elizabeth Warren or Jim Webb or both of them, my whole dream, the two of them smashing attacking this stuff. There is in this country a sense.
Warren Webb 2016.
The pincer movement.
The pincer movement, north and south, crush them. Anyway, but this is the big issue, and the reason is because all of those people around Clinton, all getting their hands on contracts, as I call them, the people with blue hair, desperately racing for contracts.
Why did they have blue hair?
I don't know.
You use this all the time.
I know. It's just
what is the blue hair?
It makes me orange hair.
We've got 10 seconds left, Martin. A final thought.
Well, it's early. Like we've talked about some of the other things today. This could get talked about, be a big deal, and go away before it could affect the actual campaign.
Or the media will bury it and say we've already covered it.
That's why it goes away.
That's the danger.
Yeah. All right. There'll be a lot more on this topic this Sunday night with Harris Faulkner, Doug Schoen, Pat Goodell, and myself on Political Insiders. Please watch. And for the three of us here today, it's Martin Hinton and Pat and myself. Hope you have a great week.